Right, welcome everybody to another episode of the Love Island cast. We are back. It is the start of the Love Island Australia experience. We've been asked by numerous people, when are we coming back? What are we going to review? And I'm pleased to say that we are back doing the Aussie version, which is now in season 2. Unfortunately, Dave is not available for this episode due to work commitments, but luckily I have a better looking stand-in, my wonderful, beautiful wife, Samantha. Welcome to the show, Samantha.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me. As you said, just stepping in for Dave. I'm going to wing it, going to do my best to remember who everybody is, but let's go.
Okay, we can't argue with that, Samantha. Now, Dave will be listening in and Dave will be watching this and he will be back, guys. Most people who follow our Twitter account at Love Island Cast will know Sam by her interactions with us, and she spoke to quite a few people out there while we had the show going. So what is your Twitter handle, Samantha?
At Samantha Phelps 72.
Get following her, please, guys. So, Sam, welcome to the show properly. You've listened many times, you've laughed at myself and Dave, and it's good to have you on for this new run for Australia Love Island. Now, we've seen all the new contestants, so have you got a little rundown of who has caught your eye? And basically, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll run down who the actual new contestants are and if any of them have caught your eye or what you've spotted in today's first episode.
Okay, well, tell you, seeing as it's me, we'll do the girls first.
Okay.
Okay, so first we had Vanessa, and she was from Sydney. And I think she was the one that said at the beginning that she wasn't going to take any prisoners and that she would take any guy down. And she definitely did that, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
She first went, was it Adam she went for?
Yeah.
And then she dumped him for Sam. And now she's with Matthew. So she worked her way through a couple of them there before we'd even started.
Exactly. Well, Matthew actually is a wrestler. He's a man after my own heart. Yeah, she went straight for the wrestler, so I can't really argue with her there. Now, did any of the guys catch your eye, Sam?
Well, of course I can't say that because obviously you are the only man for me, dear.
You will have a nose bigger than mine, Sam.
I have to say Maurice has got stunning eyes. His eyes really stood out for me. None of the others really did it for me, if I'm honest. Oh, Owen at the end. Now, that could be a different matter. Tall, like yourself, just slightly bigger than you. A couple of inches.
What inches are we talking here?
No, I don't want to divulge that.
That's going down in information. That's going. Yeah, I think you've already done that.
Your strappingness at 6'2". He is 6'5", I believe.
Right, just stop digging the hole. Right, let's move quickly on. But yeah, Owen did come in and cause a stir. We did get our first kiss on today's episode. We did get Jessie and Maurice, yes.
Yeah.
She talked about him being a long-term love and then realised that they'd only met like an hour earlier, so that's a bit the old Love Island classic. But I do think that one of the couples that did catch my eye was Cassie and Adam. Adam was the lad who, he is quite, and you pointed this out, Sam, he is quite feminine looking, tattooed up. I thought the girls would like him, but him and Cassie, as much as Cassie denounced it and said like, oh, he's not her type, he picked her, and I do think there is a little spark there.
Yeah, they actually seem really comfortable together, don't they? They're already, the banter between them, the conversation seems to be flowing. Obviously, it could be good editing, we don't know. But they genuinely do seem like they actually have a bit of a connection there. So, but let's see, because they both obviously said that they're quite jealous people as well. So it could cause problems already.
It could. And obviously, guys, don't worry. We will still be ripping the piss out of everybody. This is the first episode, so it's quite vanilla. As always, we Love Island. Everyone's on the best behaviour. Everyone's telling each other how much they think they're great and how, you know, they can't imagine they'd fall out. And, you know, it's going to be hold my beer, because I reckon this Owen lad who's come in, he is going to absolutely take names. And I think that, looking at a little preview we got of episode 2, it's looking likely that he is going to rustle up a few things. We did have a bit of a truth or dare, but it was a bit shitty, really. It was just sort of...
He had to kiss a few of the girls, though, didn't he? You know what I mean? So, let's see. But going back to the girls, because we were going to go through all the contestants.
Oh, yeah, carry on. Yeah.
The next one, I think, in then was Cartier. Strange name, but anyway.
Yeah.
Now, she's only 19. I think she's the youngest one of them all.
Yeah.
The church girl loves Jesus.
Yeah.
Trustworthy and honest, she said. Well,
we'll see.
Let's not upset all the Catholic people and that out there. But
we are Catholic, but we're not getting into religious chat, are we? So,
but she's with Jared.
Yeah.
So let's see how that one works out, because he's already said he's not that keen.
Yes.
He's actually said, well, this is the Naked Chef as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is the Naked Chef.
She seems a bit more serious, obviously. He just wants fun, nothing serious. She seems to be quite serious already, so don't think that one's going to work out, but we'll see.
Yep.
Next in was Cynthia, 22, from Brisbane. And she wants Maurice, doesn't she?
Yes, she does want a bit of Maurice.
Or Maurice, I don't know.
I don't know. Maurice. Well, it sounds more exotic.
She is
Maurice,
a bit single white female. You know, she's going a bit crazy there for him, isn't she?
Yeah.
You know, she's putting it out there, trying to reel him in. But he doesn't seem that interested in her either.
No. Now, Sam, just before we go any further, obviously, when we did the Love Island cast, myself and Dave, we did have Joe on from my secret recording, my boyfriend.
We did.
As a bit of a break-up, because me and Dave were getting called out because it was a male-dominated podcast. But most of your views on the show regarding a lot of the ladies in the UK one were pretty similar to myself and Dave, so it's nice to have a different view around the contestants. Obviously, we have no gauge or opinion at the moment, and I'm sure we are going to be taking names when we absolutely rip into these people. But
yeah, but it's strange for me, because out of all the people when they first came in, and I'm sort of scribbling down a few notes, things to remember people, Cynthia to me had no personality.
yeah,
I wrote nothing down for her, and I think that says it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because to me, she came in, I switched off straight away. She just didn't interest me at all. But obviously, it's day one. As you say, it's vanilla. Let's see what's going to happen there. Next in was Jessie, 23, from Tasmania. A bit of an Australian accent. Good day, mate. She's a bit dizzy, isn't she?
yeah. Now listen, Dave does these impressions usually. Sam.
Yeah, mine are better.
Right, okay, carry on.
Now, she said that her boobs were her best feature, and they had to be because she's paid for them.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. What did you think about her boobs?
Well, this could be the only one of the only podcasts where a divorce is live on air.
No, that's fine. You
okay, well, I thought they were quite uplifting. Yeah, probably her best features, to be honest.
Uplifting while on a shite.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, she didn't pay that much for them to shed. You know, for them not to be her best feature. So we'll see how they.
Yeah, I think she's got a bit of an annoying voice, though. I think straight away it was one of them ones. I didn't want to say, but it was one of them ones where you're thinking, just please keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
You know, unless told to open. But anyway.
Open what? Anyway, let's go back. So next in was Cassie.
Yeah.
Now she was 26 from Sydney. Seems to be quite a few of them from Sydney actually, and she's with Adam.
Yeah. Now
she's from London.
Yes, and I did notice that as soon as she walked through the door. I thought, I'm sure that's an English accent, but she seemed out of all the girls the one who seemed the most normal. To be honest, they didn't really think to be an agenda as much as Adam didn't know what an EA is, which is
being an EA myself, obviously.
Exactly. Which is Samantha.
An executive assistant.
Obviously, Adam thought that she was some sort of paramedic, but fucking idiot. But there you go.
But again, the banter between them, it seems to be quite sweet between them. So only time will tell, because obviously Owen coming at the end could mess everything up.
It could, to be fair.
The girls did seem to be looking up.
Yeah, they did, to be fair.
In more ways than one.
That's true. Well, also, with the one thing, you've not watched the US one properly, have you? But
no.
When we did the US Love Island, there was an Irish lad called Cormac who come in after like 3 episodes, I think. And he basically came in to rattle a few cages. Now, it's a bit ironic or a bit of a coincidence that they're using the same formula for this guy. They're bringing the Irish lad in, bit different, bit exotic. That's what I think with Cassie, because she's from the UK
Maybe
originally.
It's the fire they want. Look at Moira in the UK one.
Yeah, that's true.
So again, obviously with her fanny flutters and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
Maybe he's going to have some penis flutters. Who knows?
I've never heard of them, Sam. But yeah, anyway.
I'm hoping for some. But anyway.
Now, come on.
So on to the guys then.
Yes.
Quickly moving on.
Yeah.
Maurice. He's 27 from Sydney again. Confident guy, definitely. Says he's got high standards. Who did he end up with? Was it Jessie? Yeah, Jessie.
Yes, he did, yeah.
So he's got, as I say, lovely eyes.
Yeah.
Runs a media company. But it was a bit awkward at first because nobody stepped forward for him.
That's true. He didn't get any because they all said they were keeping their options open, didn't they?
Yeah.
But,
so it didn't quite work. But it did work out in the end because then he picked, obviously, Jessie.
yeah, because obviously even if they don't pick him, you can still pick somebody, can't they? So.
And they've had the first kiss already.
Yep. But Jessie wasn't happy because he did out her in front of everyone saying that she put the tongue on him, and he was saying, and she said, you put it on me, so she wasn't best pleased about that.
But Jesus, it was only a kiss. What's it going to be like if anything else happens between them?
Well, that's true.
She's some born-again Christian. Maybe she should go with that other one. Who's the other Jesus lover? Cartier. Yeah.
Can I just say as a disclaimer before we go any further, we may have been brought up Catholic, but as you can tell by what we're saying, we're not bothered about religious views, but we do not go to Mass.
There are other religions out
yes,
there.
there is. There's the religion of Manchester United, which is failing very miserably for me
Anyway,
at the moment.
swiftly moving on. But Cynthia is a bit obsessed with him, isn't she?
Yes,
Maurice?
she is, to be fair.
So she's kind of a bit stalkerish there. So I'm interested to see how that's going to go. Because again, like I say, she had no personality for me at all. But let's see. So Gerard was next, 23. Now he's the PT.
Yes, he is the PT.
Who works with disadvantaged and disabled children.
Yeah.
From what he showed on his what was it called?
So
His
he
VT.
gets the upvote from everyone.
Absolutely.
I think.
And he's a naked chef, so another vote
that was
from
him.
me.
And he made breakfast,
with his little pert bottom there in the kitchen. So yeah, that was nice.
Even I liked it as well. But anyway,
sure I want it for my breakfast though. But
No.
Anyway, but
No.
you know, he can cut my eggs anytime.
Well, he'd wiped, so let's get it.
So he was looking for obviously fun and nothing serious. So
Yeah.
but he doesn't like her because I think she's too young for him.
Yeah. Well.
He did say, didn't he, that like I think she's a little bit too young. He's only 24, but
Yes, that's
I'm
true.
not sure whether that's what's going to work out or not. So only time will tell. We'll have to rewind this and listen to this in a couple of weeks and see who's who. Next in was Adam. He's from Queensland, Gold Coast, where I keep wanting to go. You've not taken me there yet.
No. Well, maybe if this Love Island cast carries on with the success we had in the UK and US one, we might get invited out there for the final.
I hope so,
If you are listening,
Anyone
Love
wants to
Island,
invite us,
we will go to Australia. We have actually been in the past to Ayers Rock, Alice Springs and Sydney, which was actually a competition I won when I ate Wichita grubs and eyeballs just for
And
you.
they can actually, if they wanted to watch that,
it's actually on YouTube
where can
as
you
well.
actually find that?
On YouTube. I'll have to put the link in the show notes.
Yeah,
but
I
yes,
think
you can
should,
find
'cause
it.
that would be quite amusing.
Yes.
Because he did actually have to do a bush tucker trial for us to get to Australia.
I did, because I was being a tight ass and couldn't afford to take Sam. So I thought the only way I can do is win a competition on the local radio,
We
which
got
I
it for
did.
free.
That was in 2010, by the way. But anyway, moving on. So anything else caught your eye, Sam, in his first episode?
Well, Sam was in next, wasn't he? He's another one he's the international DJ who's been single for 7 years now.
Yeah.
That makes me a bit suspicious.
Playboy.
Think so?
Could be.
Maybe he's just not into women, but who knows?
That's true.
Single for 7 years. I know he says that, you know, his work takes him away a lot, but...
Does it really? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure. He says he's not fussy, but I think he's going to be really picky.
Now, obviously, anyone else?
Matthew.
Oh, yeah, he's a 6'5" wrestler. He's the wrestler.
He's the wrestler that you liked.
He gets... let's... I like the fact that he was into wrestling as a boyhood
Actually,
WWE
Charlie
wrestling
Matthews,
fan. Charlie Matthews is his wrestling name because
yeah.
he is the genetic superior or something, he said, was his wrestling handle. But anyway, yeah, so that's everybody. Now, is there anything else that you've spotted on today's show now that we've introed everyone?
Well, we did notice, didn't we, that there was 2 free double beds.
Yes.
Now, obviously, Owen's just come in, so he's going to take one of them, or half of one of them.
Yes.
Who's going to be in the other one?
There may be a young lady coming.
Oh, what do you think?
Yes. I'm not sure how long this one's on for. We're going to try and find this out, whether it's 2 months like the UK one, but the actual US one, because it was the first series, it was only a month and it felt rushed. Now, when we watched series 1 of this, I'm sure it was the same length. We watched it on catch up. It was the same length as the UK one. It was a hell of a lot of episodes, wasn't there?
The other one was definitely better than ours, though.
Oh, yeah,
Some good
definitely.
People. I can't remember the pick. I'll have to have a look at the people.
There was Grant. Grant was the one who won it, and him and that other guy had a proper fight, didn't they? Because the blonde lad turned out to be a nut job, didn't he? And got arrested and everything because the girl he ended up with, he walked. She was like a blogger, wasn't she, on YouTube? They had loads of problems afterwards. If you can seek out season 1, guys, if you're in the UK or anything, it is worth a watch. It's brilliant TV, to be honest. It really hot it up. They actually filmed it in Mallorca, the first series. Now this one is being filmed in Fiji. Now Anybody who watched the actual US one, that was filmed in Fiji, I think, as well. But the weather was horrendous for the US one. But as I was saying, because the US one was only filmed over 4 weeks, you didn't get emotionally attached to everyone. So when like certain couples got split up, the next night, so say like the lad got kicked out and the girl's on her own, and it's terrible. She was out the next night on some of them. So it didn't have that emotional pull that hopefully that the UK one has, where it builds up a bit of a story. So so what was her name, Sam?
Grant Crap.
Grant Crap, that was him, yeah. And he actually got outed, Grant, who won, with the girl he won with. She got with one of the other contestants, didn't she? She's actually still with someone
Taylor
else.
Demirich.
Taylor, she was called Grant and Taylor, but Grant actually come out. He actually had a girlfriend, and it was all for the show.
Eden and Erin.
Eden was the nut job.
He was a bit of a steadhead.
He was a steadhead, I think, allegedly. Yeah. But yeah, he wasn't. He was really bad with her. With Eden, Erin was in a bad way at one point, but
he got a bit too.
Yeah, we're not saying anything that wasn't documented. Yeah, the police are involved and everything, so it didn't go too well for him. His PR wasn't very good after that.
No, I remember actually watching a video that she'd done as well on I think
YouTube.
It was on YouTube or something, where she explained what he was like and how possessive he was and all the rest of it. So just putting it out there, that seems to happen, doesn't it? So yeah, the new arrival, Look of the Irish.
Yep.
Let's see what happens with him and who we reckon he's going to end up with. But I don't really think there's anything else, was it? I mean, Vanessa likes Owen. Matt's already jealous of Vanessa, so that's going to be interesting as to that goes. When he kissed, was it Owen that she kissed? Vanessa? Yeah, he didn't seem too happy about that. But we can only see, as I say, it's early days. It's only episode 1. It's hard to get to know all the cast, know who's who. One girl's already obviously swapped 3 times, so who knows what's going to happen by tomorrow.
Well, thank you, Samantha, for your debut on the Love Island cast. I'm sure all the listeners enjoyed this first episode. It's been really nice to have you on, and it's also good that we get a bit of diversity in the guests as well. So we will get you on again when myself and Dave are rocking it, and I'm sure you're going to be on quite regular this episode. So
I think I might be.
As Sam said at the top of the show, if you give her a follow on Twitter at Samantha Phelps72, and if you do like the show, guys, at Love Island Cast. If you want to email the show, the loveislandcast@gmail.com. Now, Sam, at this point, I usually throw it over to Dave and let him lead us out with anything. So have you got anything to say for everyone before you go?
Surprisingly enough, no.
Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye.